Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This video is part 2 of heel work. A little bit of a practical demonstration of how I walk my dogs to heel and generally get them trained to heel work. Firstly, the lead that I use is it's called a cotton rope lead. I bought this actually from Doggenfield. Yeah, Doggenfield. And they do two types, olive green and natural. They're 5 foot long. They're comfortable, really soft. Not just for the dog, soft on the neck. It's also soft on your hands, especially when you're starting out with heel work. There's a lot of little corrections you need to do, little tweaks of the lead, and I've used all sorts of leads. I mean, I've even made my own nylon cord, and I find nylon is quite abrasive, and you end up with sore parts on your hand. Even with just gentle tweaking, repetitive tweaking makes your hand sore. I'm not sponsored by Doggenfield at all. I buy these myself, and I just happen to like them. I think they're probably the best leads that I've had. They're very comfortable. As about 5 foot long, which is handy. You can just wrap some of it around your hand. But that's the tool of choice, if you like. Anyway, have a look at the different phases, 3 phases of heel work on the lead. With the lead, next phase is lead wrapped around the neck as if the dog is still under control of the lead, and then the final phase is walking off the lead, completely off the lead. Anyway, watch the videos and see what you think.
First stage, on the lead, heel, moving off, getting to walk nice and close. My other dogs think they're a part of the exercise, which of course they're not. It's Kylo's birthday today, he's 3 years old, so he's done quite a bit of this. Walks nice and close to the heel. I like to have my dog's head just in front. A lot of people want their nose level with your knee. I like to be a little bit ahead of that so that you can see what's going out in front. As you can see, his head's up. Sometimes dogs will walk with their nose along the ground. A little tweak upwards will remind him just to bring his head up. And then when we stop, he sits, and that's exactly what you want. I don't have to say anything, he's been drilled on this. You can use the stop whistle, you can use the command to sit. I just sometimes look at my dogs and they know exactly what I want. And we move off again. Again, every now and again, little command just to remind him, heel. And you can change direction, heel, bring him along with you, heel, walk into him, and stop again, and he sits. Phase is exactly the same thing, but with the lead wrapped around his neck, he still thinks he's under control of the lead, so he thinks he's attached to you, and this is, say, the next stage of developing his close heel work. Heel, little reminder, he walks off again, nicely to heel, exactly the same as on the lead, and sits. And he sits, exactly what I want. Move off again, he still thinks he's attached. And that's what we want. And we sit again. Good boy, lots of praise, good lad, stay. Right, the third phase is identical to what we've done before, but this time no lead, and we should try and keep him close. We've got distractions with the other dogs here, he wants to go and play with them, but I'll try and keep him focused. Heel. Exactly the same thing. If we change direction, heel, we pull him in with us. He comes along, we change again, heel, just reminding him, heel. And then when we stop, he sits. That's exactly what I want from my dog.
Hope you got something out of those videos. A friend of mine likes the way that Kylo walks to heel, and she's got a young dog, and she says that's how she wants her dog to walk to heel. But the issue is that she thinks it happens in about 10 minutes. The work I've done with Kylo is over weeks, months of drilling, you know, constant drilling. And of course, even once you've completed that and you've got the dog doing exactly what you want it to do, you have to keep that going, you know, for the rest of its life. Every now and again, you return to it, you return to basics, and you just remind the dog. So it's a continual thing. So always, you know, training my dogs, and heel work is a very big part of that. I do intend doing a part 3 to heel work. Some people say that if they get a new dog, a puppy, they won't put it near a lead for the first several months. I'm getting a new pup in 4 days' time. I don't think it's practical to not to train on heel work quite early. We haven't got the fantastic facilities where we can let a dog run free all the time. You know, we've got to get our dog out. I mean, we live in urban areas, and we have to walk our dog on the streets. And of course, in order to do that, we have to have the dog walking on a lead and walking to heel. So I think it's quite important to get into heel work at quite an early stage. So I intend showing how I introduce puppy to leads and heel work, and I mean, you will see antics from the pup. The first thing they do is lay on their back and chew the lead, how we encourage it to get over that, and how, you know, we progress with that. So keep watching, and you might find that one interesting. Okay, see you soon.